Hello everyone. In this video we're going to talk about how to create Anki decks quickly using a CSV file in a spreadsheet document. You can either use Excel or whatever other spreadsheet you're comfortable working in. If you look at my screen, I have a few things going on here. First, I have an Excel document open, I have Anki open, and I also have a Finder window open. I'm on a Mac. This is where I have images saved that I want to use in this project. So if you are on Windows, navigate to the place where you have your images saved. The first thing I want to point out to you about my images is if you look at the file names, I'm going to move them over here. If you look at the file names of my images, they match the information in the opinion column of my Excel document. And I'm going to explain this Excel document in a moment. But my point is, the first method we're going to use to add images is if you have information on your cards that matches the file names, you can use a formula and go about this much more quickly. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate first. If your file names of your images do not match some of the information on your cards, I'm going to show you a second method later in the video, and I will link to that below. So I'm going to go ahead and move my images back over here. The first thing you need to do is you need to move your images to the Collection.Media folder that Anki uses to store media. I have mine already right here in my Finder window. I saved it there so I could quickly find it. If you're not sure how to find your Collection.Media folder, I created a video to help you with that, and I'll link to it below. So once you've located your Collection.Media folder and you know where your images are, you want to take all of your images, I'm going to highlight them all, and drag them into your Collection.Media folder. Now Anki can access those images. I no longer need this Finder window, so I'm going to X out of it. Now we're going to look over at our Excel document. You see we have 5 columns here, all with a title at the top of the column. It's important that you structure your columns based on a card that you're trying to duplicate. What do I mean by that? So clicking on Anki so that I have access to this menu up at the top. If you click on Tools, Manage Note Types, you'll see there's different types of notes here. The one that I want to duplicate is this Chinese with images one. If I click on Fields, you can see here are the 5 fields that I have duplicated at the top of my columns in Excel. These card notes helps Anki to map all of your information in a way that you are familiar with. So use a card type for some cards that you already use so that your decks will be created much like them. If you have any questions about that, just let me know in the comments below. So I'm going to X out of that because we don't really need that right now. If you look at the first 3 columns of my Excel document, you'll see I have some information already typed in there. You can go ahead and type your card yourself, or if you already have the information somewhere else, you can copy and paste it in, which is what I did off screen. As I said, my images have the same names as this opinion column. So I want to, in the images column, create a formula that will pull that name in, and I won't have to copy and paste 100 things into the images column. This example only has 4 entries, but typically I work with thousands of entries at a time. The formula is equal sign concatenate, CONCATENATE, and that is just a fancy word that means link things together in a chain or series. Then we're going to open parentheses, open quote, open triangle bracket, perhaps there's a real name for that, I don't know, IMG space SRC equal sign, single quote, let me move my cursor over so you can see that, double quote, comma, space, $. Now you want to enter the column and row number that the information starts on that you want to pull from. So in my case, my information is in column B, row number 2. So I would put B2 here. Make sure that you put the column and row that your information corresponds to for this to work correctly. Comma, space, quote, period, JPG. Now this refers to JPEG images, JPG, which is what my images are. If your images are something else, like a PNG file, for example, you would want to make sure that your file extension is correct. Once you type that in, single quote, close, space, slash, close that triangle bracket, quote, close parentheses. Now you see we have a formula in this first box. And if we click on it, you'll see, let me move this over and maybe make this wider where you can see better. If we click on it, you see we now have that file name in this box now. So that is something that Anki can understand and read. So in order to get that formula into the boxes below it, you would click on this little box in the lower right-hand corner and drag it down to the end of your information. And now you can see I have the formula in all of the boxes. I'll put the formula in the comments below to make it easier for you. Just remember to make sure to change B2, which is the column and row in my formula, to whatever column and row you're using. Also, if you're using images that are something other than a JPEG file, don't forget to change that within the formula so that you are not met with problems later. Now, one thing I want to mention before we move on to saving the Excel document is Anki cannot read commas using this method. So my entries do not have any commas, so I'm good to go. However, if you feel you may have commas in your document, go ahead and click on Edit, Find, Replace, look for those commas and replace them. I usually use a semicolon. You can also replace them with a blank space if that is what you prefer, but just make sure you have absolutely no commas in your information. The next thing we want to do before saving the document is we want to delete this header row. You're probably wondering, why on earth did I even type it if I'm just going to delete it? And the reason is that flashcards can get much more complex than what we have here in our example. We want to make sure that we structure our flashcards in Excel the way they are structured in Anki, i.e. the columns match identically to the fields we discussed earlier. So we just simply place our cursor anywhere in that first row, and in this top menu click on delete sheet rows, and that row is now gone. Now we're ready to save our file. In Excel, click on File, Save As, choose the name for your file where you want to save it, and then under File Format we want to select CSV UTF-8. Click Save. And you'll notice the message that we may have possible data loss. You can just ignore that. Now we're ready to import our CSV into Anki. In Anki, click at the bottom, Import File, and navigate to the location where you saved your file. Click on it, click Open. In this box, the first thing is Type. That's the note type that we based our Excel document on. Make sure that selection is correct so that your cards map correctly. I did choose Chinese with images, so mine is correct. In the next box you see deck. You can either import your file to a deck that already exists, or you can add a deck. Here I'm going to click on Add, and I am going to add a deck. Give it a name, click OK. File separated by comma is correct. Import even if existing note has the same first field. That is usually the selection that I choose. This field is extremely important. Make sure Allow HTML and Fields is checked. Usually it is unchecked by default. If you do not check this box, the formula that we use to create our CSV document will not work and your pictures will not appear. The next thing is field mapping. That is what you based your columns on. All of this is correct. Click Import. Now we see that importing is complete. We're going to click Close, and now we're just going to test our deck to make sure it is working by clicking on it and then Study Now, Show Answer, and there you can see my picture. So that worked perfectly. So we're going to jump right into the second method now that I promised you. Back in Excel, we'll use our same document that we did in the last demonstration, but I'm going to go ahead and delete the formulas that we use because we will not be using them here. I'm also not going to add the column titles that I had in the other demonstration because this is not a complex card. However, if you are working with complex cards, I highly recommend that you put the column titles in so that you make sure that you follow the correct format for mapping your cards. So as you can see, I've moved a notepad document onto my screen, and we're going to be focusing on these two items. The first one is for PNG images. The second one is for JPEG images. So select the one that corresponds to the type of images that you yourself are using. This method takes a bit more time than the first method. If you remember, in the first method, our image file names correspond to our B column. But in this example, our image files, their names that is, do not correspond to anything in any of the columns that we can pull from to use a quick formula. So I am using JPEG images. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this JPEG formula, and I'm going to paste it into the first cell of the E column, which you remember the E column is my image column, and that's based on the note type I'm using that I mentioned earlier in the video. I'm going to make this E column a little bit wider so you can see better. So now I have most of my formula typed. However, I need to put in the picture name that corresponds to number 1. Then for my next picture, I need to copy that formula again, paste it into the next item, and then I am going to pretend that the name of this picture is a donut, and then so on. You would do this over and over again until you are finished. Once you are finished, everything moves along the same way that it did in the previous demonstration. The only difference here is that you have file names that you need to type in. So go ahead and jump to the other parts of the video if you still need help. If you have any questions regarding anything in this video, please let me know. Lastly, I want to share with you something I recently found that I just find wonderful. If you're here creating Anki decks, then I am going to assume you're a student of some type. I'm also going to assume that at times you download shared decks and you would really like a quick way to edit those decks so that they're more useful to you. There is an Anki add-on called Export in CVS format. I'm going to pull it up on my screen here. You see here it is, and I'll link to it below. I love this because you can download a shared deck and then use this add-on to export it into CSV format. Make your changes and then upload it back to Anki, and you have decks that you're more happy with. So in order to add an add-on to Anki, if you've never done it before, click on Anki, then click on Tools, Add-ons, and then Get Add-ons. Then you'll see on the website there is this code here. You just paste that code into this box and click OK. I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. but I will click on Decks here and show you what it does. Let's say I want to export this country's deck. I'll click on the little gear, click on export, and now if I click on export format, I now have a selection to export it in CSV. This is wonderful. I am so happy that I found it. Now, one thing I want to mention, if you look at the reviews, a lot of people complain that this add-on cannot read Chinese. That is not true. What you need to do in Excel is click on Excel and then go to Preferences, and you see the selection for East Asian languages. Click on that. I've already selected Simplified Chinese, but if you're using Japanese or traditional Chinese, make your appropriate selection and then exit out. Now, when you use that add-on, or if you import any type of Chinese document into Excel, it will recognize it and you will not have a bunch of garble. I hope that this video helped you. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love hearing from you guys, and I will see you in the next video.